Mwahaha. Welcome, guys. This is Rise, and it is time for another change in the Go Battle League, and that is right, the Halloween Cup is coming to you this week, and if you're wondering what to run, we've got you covered. Some of the top players on the Go Battle League leaderboard have sent in their Halloween Cup teams that they plan on running, and maybe inspire you for what you can run in the Halloween Cup this week. We're starting to approach like that last trimester of the Go Battle League season where people are trying to climb, hit their goals, hit maybe expert rank, legend rank, whatever your goal may be. And if you're wondering what the Halloween Cup is as a theme cup, it is Pokemon 1500 CP, of course, great league, and then Poison, Bug, Ghost, Dark, and Fairy type Pokemon are eligible. Creates a custom meta, and we're going to see some of the teams here that some top players plan on using. So let me pull those here over to the side and get rid of this big old pumpkin, this jack-o'-lantern. Did you guys go trick-or-treating? Let me know if you watch this channel. Are you still of trick-or-treating age? Or are you too old? Or are you ever too old, really, to go trick-or-treating? I don't think so. I feel like you can go trick-or-treating at any age. Anyway, here we go. Boom. First group of teams, we scooch on over. And we start off with Kake, a terrific player from Japan. Rank 1 on the GBL leaderboard. I believe Kake has hit it multiple times in the past. And running a Dark Double Poison type line with Moltres, Shadow Quillfish, the Quill God, one of my favorite Pokemon, and Shadow Nidoqueen. We haven't seen Nidoqueen as frequently these days as it used to be in the past. Remember the days where Poison Fang was only 35 energy? Nidoqueen was just so fast and so oppressive with that Poison Jab, Poison Fang combination. But now it has Mud Slap, which is a very good move as well. So Nidoqueen seeing some play in this cup, running Poison Fang Stone Edge with Mud Slap. The description says Quillfish can run Sludge Wave instead of Ice Beam. Quillfish baits out Poison type counters as a Nidoqueen can sweep. Makes a lot of sense. Quillfish and Nidoqueen both Poison types, weak to ground. But Quillfish is so spammy. Oftentimes, like if a ground type answers it, you know, like let's say they swap in a Clodsire, for example, there is no way that's going to be comfortable for Clodsire. Quillfish is very high attack weighted, and I bet it can basically two-shot with those spammy Aqua Tails. So that would be pretty nasty for Quill. Anyway, cool team from Kake. Next team is Exeggutor 8787, rank 3 on the GBL leaderboard, running Golisopod with Fortress and Clodsire. Those are two very bulky Pokemon in the back, and I see some interesting movesets here. The return of Patoman's World's Core. Mirror Shot Fortress defeats Carbink, and Overfarming could allow you to bluff the Earthquake and grab shields. Yeah, very true. I think most people are expecting Fortress to be running Rock Tomb, Sand Tomb, or also the potential Earthquake, so you could act like you have it. But Mirror Shot in a meta where there are some Carbink roaming around could really come in handy, because Mirror Shot's a very weak move, but double super effective against Carbink. You might even like 3-shot it after the bug bite damage. So cool team here from Exeggutor, also running Shadow Claw on that Golisopod, which I think makes sense if there's going to be a lot of poison types. Like if you look at this screen in general, there's a lot of things that are going to resist Fury Cutter, so Shadow Claw may be the way to go. Also, if you see something like in Azumarill, Pokemonemaker's team, rank 12 on the GBL leaderboard, very impressive, running a bulky core of Azumarill and Corsola, and that Shadow Nidoqueen in the back. It says Azumarill and Corsola are damage sponges. It's so all shields can go to Nidoqueen. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the vibes I got from this team, just at first glance, is you maybe try to limit your use of shields with these first two Pokemon and save those shields for the Nidoqueen in back, which can be so oppressive and potentially lead you to sweeping teams behind those shields. Very cool teams here. And we've got 3 more for you. Bang. Uh-oh, I see the Merker. Anyway, Hareesh, Indian player, rank 2 GBL leaderboard. He's running Another Shadow Nidoqueen, probably the most common pick we've seen thus far, maybe, or tied. Azumarill and Murkrow. ABB style team Nidoqueen and Azumarill set up Murkrow to close out the game. The back two Pokemon are kind of weak to electric. I don't know how much electric there really is in this meta, but yep, it makes sense. And all three of these Pokemon can be pretty strong on their own. So I think it's a cool squad. We've got Desync, rank 4 on the GBL leaderboard. Oh my gosh. He must have climbed a ton. I just played him recently. He went on a crazy stretch. Clodsire, Golisopod, and Murkrow. Flexible team. Both Golisopod and Murkrow cover the ground types, which is the weakness of Clodsire. All Pokemon have play into dark types. Yeah, so really ganging up on the dark types, I guess, is the strat here. And he's running Fury Cutter on his Golisopod, so maybe feels like he has good enough coverage elsewhere where Shadow Claw would be... yeah, because both like Clodsire and Murkrow beat Corsola, for example, right? So having Fury Cutter instead of Shadow Claw may make sense. Fury Cutter gets that same type attack bonus since Golisopod's a bug type, and oftentimes does a little bit more damage in neutral matchups than the Shadow Claw does. And finally, we wrap things up with Teddy Bear, rank 3 on the GBL leaderboard this season. He's running Fortress, Corsola, and Shadow Dusknoir, a double ghost line. Use Galarian Corsola to bait out Dark-type Pokemon so Dusknoir can sweep. Use Fortress for consistent damage and debuff to set up Dusknoir. This is one of those teams, if you decide to run, I think could be really effective, but you have to make sure you swap Corsola at some point, because if you stay in a neutral matchup and let's say you soft win, but then there's a Murkrow, you know, that Murkrow could potentially sweep your team. So it's one of those teams you kind of have to swap out the Corsola to try and attempt to bait out the dark type Pokemon. But other than that, it seems like it could be a really effective strategy, since Corsola will probably grab a shield advantage against a lot of dark types, like Murkrow, for example. And then you clean up with 4 and shield advantage. Dusk is dangerous. He's nasty. All that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and comment down below what you plan on running, how your day was, what you're eating for lunch, if you have a new recipe, if you have a crush on that girl, Kathy, across the street. Comment whatever you want. And also, if you're looking to try one of these teams, you can get the full downloadable graphic over on Inadequence's Twitter. So I'll leave a link to that in the description, as per usual with these videos. All that said, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.